are going to interview you for an hour or perhaps more than that. So we hope En.Ammar already prepare yourself and enjoy this interview season.
Yes, sure.
Can I ask you about your family background?
Yes, sure, pleasure.
How many members are there in your family?
I do have 5 members in my family.
What are your parent occupation?
Okay, my father is an accountant and my mother is a teacher.
How many siblings do you have? What do they do?
Okay, I have 3 siblings. My eldest brother is an autism, and then my younger brothers, he doing police.
Are you married or unmarried?
No ring, single.
Tell me about your education background. How has your education prepared for your this job?
Okay, I took XPM at Sekolah Menengah Kebahasaan Pondok P, and then I continue my diploma in automated regulation and control at UniKL MSI for 3 years, and then I was planning to do part-time degree, but then it has to be postponed due to the next year due to pandemic of COVID-19. So in UniKL, I feel that I was well prepared for real life situation and jobs. Difficult courses have taught me exceptional critical thinking skills, and their answers will not always be in front of my face. Through courses like this, I have learned how to solve complex problems and that high quality results take hard work. So many of my internships have also given me the opportunity to experience situation firsthand and taught me how to come out with the best solutions.
Are your grade and GPA reflective of your quality of work you can produce?
My grades are not good indications of what I achieved academically in university. Not because I got bad grades, but because the fieldwork and internship that I participate in where I achieved the most academically.
As we informed the En.Ammar position as junior engineer, so how did you begin your career?
Okay, I began my career when I took my first electronic class on my second year, and I feel in love with it. I am also have a great lecturer who make me really fun, and my lecturer had previously worked in industry. So I had a lot of great stories of what I actually like to work as an engineer. So I decided to choose this major and will continue my career along this path.
En.Ammar, do you have any experience during primary and secondary school?
Yeah, I do have. In primary school, I have an experience as an assistant class monitor when I was in standard 5. When I'm in secondary school, I become a class monitor at Form 4 and Form 5. This experience made me to be more strict because as a class monitor, I need to monitor the whole classes when the teachers are not in class. It will make me more responsible because anything that happened during my supervision, it will be my responsibility.
And then how about your experience when you are in university?
When I was in university, I always volunteered to be a class representative to represent my class member. Other than that, I'm also active during the class.
How do you improve your confidence level?
A presentation that need to be done during a university time makes me to be more confident in communication with other people. It is a norm when we have anxious and nervous during presentation. To lessen this, practicing before having a presentation is one of the best way to overcome this problem. Well, like we already know, practice makes perfect.
In your opinion, En.Ammar, what is the most important thing in a student life?
Okay, the important thing is time management. Okay, the time management is the most important in student life. We need to balance it properly in order to ensure that everything was going smoothly. Students need to know how to balance their study time, curriculum, and also their play time.
Okay, Encik Ammar, I will ask you about leadership. Encik Ammar, can we know or can you share with us about your leadership experience during your study?
Yeah, sure. I just finished my diploma in electronic and electrical course, which is most of my classes during my final year involve teamwork. I try to step up as a leader whenever possible because it's allowed me to develop skills in communication, delegations, and managing multiple tasks and deadlines. Before I involve in a big teamwork, I'm trying to organize a study group for practice to later managing the small group among friends, and I manage it well. So I think it also one of my experience in leadership, which is I practice being a delicate leader in future career. In electric class, we were broken off into terms of three and had to complete a project throughout the entire semester. My team ended up getting the highest grades in the class because I set a schedule early in the project and delegate tasks to people based on their strengths.
So we can see that you are manage your leadership experience very well. Okay, next. What are your leadership experience during working?
In my last job, I was responsible for my supervising a team of four, including. In my last job, I was responsible for supervising a team of four, including managing their schedule, training them, and monitoring them. I enjoy leadership, and I'm proud to say that three of these four of group were promoted while I was mentoring them. In my job before that, I supervised a team of three electric men and certain project. I was not their direct leader, but they report to me for the project I lead. So I have a mix of a project management experience for the whole and direct management from my most recent job. I enjoy both experience.
Encik Ammar, how do you communicate with problematic worker?
No matter where you work, there is always some difficult co-worker where you're going have to deal with it. So don't expect the problem to resolve itself. Ignoring will only worsen the situation. Once you determine the problem, then the appropriate tools and resources can be brought to bear. First step, ask them to articulate what support they need to improve their behavior. Remind your employee that a part of their job performance is measured by how well they contribute to organizations, such as any suggestion for improvement should be objective, measurable, and realistic, also helpful. Find a solution that can include an employee assistance program, various training, executive coaching, and other tools that might help the employee in the area where there may be gaps. So there is a no one-size solution. Tailor your approach to the need of that employee that allows them the best chance for successfully with the team.
Okay, Encik Ammar. Last but not least, how do you solve the problem?
Okay, I solve the problem with communicate with each other. When we are communicating, we can know what's the roots of the problem and how we solve it.
Okay, Encik Ammar. Now we are at last session. In this session, we'll be ask you about challenge in your working, and we will asking you about some advices. So the first question is, what will be your biggest challenge facing to taking this position?
Okay, one of my big challenges will be adjusting the new workflow, and creating a new type of report to present to the client. My plan will be to ask a lot of questions when preparing my first report. I'm also ask colleagues to review the report before sharing with them.
Oh, okay. Second question is, tell me about a time when you made a mistake and you failed.
I was managing a project for one of our biggest client in my previous company, and I was so angry to please them that I told them we could finish the project within 2 weeks. I thought this was doable, but end up taking 3 weeks, and they were not happy.
Or there is something unexpected. So can you tell us more about that?
Sure, looking back, I realized I should have been more conservative in my estimate to the client. I realized that a client is not going to be upset if you are clear about the timeline in advance, but they are going to be disappointed if you are promised something and they don't deliver. So I took this experience and used it to become much better in managing expectation of client during projects. I oversee, for example, on the next project with a different client. I told them take 4 weeks and we finish in 3. So they were happy about that.
Oh, so you handled very well, Ammar. Okay, so next question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
That
What you
kind
will
of
be?
question. Okay, I was planning to do my part-time degree. When I hold for a degree, I can become a real engineer, and then I would like to take IR classes. That means it's deep to engineering field. So with that, I can go higher in level.
Oh, that is quite interesting. And best of luck in whatever you're doing. So this is our last question. Before we ended our interview, do you have any advices for us since we are in bachelor student and we'll be in your position one day? So do you have any advices?
Yeah, I do have to you guys. Make sure you all focus on class because communication is the important. So anything that you guys didn't understand, just strictly ask your lecturer what you didn't understand. Because when you're at the working field, if you are just keeps in a silent, you will miss and you will face big problem. So I advise you just strictly ask your lecturer. Communication is important.
Okay, that's very help us. We are already at the end of our interview. So thank you, Cik Ammar, for your cooperation and having us. And thank you, everyone, for spending for today. Okay, that's all from us. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank
Thank
Thank you,
you.
you.
Cik Ammar.
All
Thank
right.
you.